Welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here, and today I am going to be answering the question, am I buying more Bitcoin at these levels? I have a lot of people asking me, should I be buying Bitcoin at these levels? And I'm talking about over $16,000. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give that sort of information, but what I can do is share with people exactly what my strategy is and the moves that I am making when it comes to Bitcoin. I have been accumulating Bitcoin over the last year. I had this just deep feeling that it was accumulation phase, and I was just going heavy on Bitcoin. When it comes to all of my cryptocurrency, I am about 85 to 90% in Bitcoin. And when it comes to my overall investments, excluding one major one that is looking like a big, huge failure, then I'm more like 95% into Bitcoin. So I have gone through, one big cycle phase of Bitcoin in 2017. I made my first purchase in 2016. And what I can say is that I often look at the chart of emotions to basically see where things are at, because it's usually quite telling. But anyways, let's get into it. At this moment, Bitcoin is $16,295. I'm going to be getting into my recent purchases because I think that's the best way to just discuss this in terms of if you think you should be buying, do you have that question? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what I've done. So when it comes to funds available to buy Bitcoin, I don't have all that much at the moment, mainly because I'm already so heavy into Bitcoin and I've been waiting for this bull run for quite some time. But I was able to, throw some things together and find a little bit of extra cash to put some more money into Bitcoin yesterday. So you could see here that I bought 0.18 of a Bitcoin at $16,080. I bought another, let's see here, 0.05 at 1642. Actually, that ended up adding up to about between these three purchases all at the same price, or approximately the same price. It was like 0.9, I believe. I bought also 0.12 at 16,023, and you can see that those were all from yesterday. So why did I make this decision? How did I make this decision? So I use a few indicators. I use a couple of moving averages. I look at the RSI every once in a while, and I also use the TD sequential system. And so you can see here, this is a 30-minute chart, and this was right over here in this range was when I made all those purchases yesterday. And the reason why I made those purchases at that time is because you could see here that Bitcoin was topping on the 30-minute chart with this red 9, and I was purchasing in this range over here. I had seen that it had a 4 candle pullback, and that it was bouncing off of that particular moving average. And so when you kind of just look at Bitcoin and it's staying above that moving average over the last days, I had a feeling it was going to bounce there. And also just looking at the 1 hour chart as well. So I saw a slight pullback here after this candle as well, and I had jumped in. But the daily just looked extremely good to me. So the daily was, this green 2 going above the green 1, and to me that looked extremely bullish. But I also knew that there wasn't much resistance between 16,000 and 20,000, and that's why I wanted to jump in. So let's go and look really quickly at the weekly chart when I tell you about not much resistance between here and 20,000. As you can see here, there is not much resistance. There's no resistance at all between 16,000 and 20,000. So my plan moving forward, I was really, really close to selling at 16,480 last night, and I was going to jump back in at about 16,1, 16,2, and just have a short little flip there. But I didn't go through with it. Ended up being a little bit too late, so that's fine. I'm just going to be holding on throughout the weekend. Weekends tend to be, in my opinion, quite bullish, and when it comes to a bull market, when you're in a bull market. I remember actually back in 2017, it was a period of time in my life where I really wasn't social, and it being Friday and Saturday nights and just watching Bitcoin go up $1,000 in the blink of an eye, and it was pretty insane. So I don't have a particular price of when I'm going to be getting out of my position. I'm not going to be getting out of my entire position, but it really depends on where it goes on how much I sell off, because there's certain things that I want to do with particular amounts of money, and obviously I want to sell as few Bitcoin as possible to achieve those things. So that's definitely in the back of my mind. So that is exactly what I'm doing when it comes to Bitcoin. I think we can see a pullback to the $12,000 range. We have gone up rather quickly, and this is the thing, is that it's very exciting. I actually think that it's possible for Bitcoin to hit $28,000 by the end of the year. But what I also know is that the faster it goes up, the harder it falls. So if we want things to be sustainable, then it kind of needs to cool off just a bit. Some people don't care about sustainability, but I think it's good for the maturity of Bitcoin in the short term. So that's all I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.